Hello, it's Pam here from Canterbury Craft NZ. It's been a while, I've been a bit slack, but I've got a few things to show you today, and some things I've bought, some things that have been given to me, and one is a journal flip through. So it won't be a long video, but I will show you what I've been up to. So this came in happy mail to my friend Claudia, and actually I think it was happy. I think she bought some lace off Tanya Lee Designs, and this was in it, and she was showing me the box because I wanted to have a look because I'm nosy. I love seeing everything that everybody gets, and she knew I'd love this, so she gave it to me, so I was absolutely wrapped. It's actually very fine sort of, it's not gauze, it's well, part of it's gauze. I don't even know what it is actually, what the fabric is, but it is absolutely stunning, and I know that would look beautiful in a journal. So very pleased to get that, thanks Claudia. Then I had a happy mail of the lovely Jenny Martin. I was a bit blown away, Jenny, it's jolly amazing. And we'd spoken about a tag that she'd made, and she sent me the tag, but I'll come to that. But she also sent me these beautiful things. So this is some lace that she sent me, all sorts of different laces. And I have a little bit of lace, but not a great deal. I say I've got a box full of it, but it's not really pretty lace. It's stuff I used to use in scrapbooking, so it's not like this at all. So these will make great little pockets or tucks or something like that. I actually think that's mine. I think that got in there by mistake, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's okay. And this little delicate one here was in there. It's so pretty. I just love it. I love this sort of stuff. Brings you so much happiness, doesn't it? And there's a little one with butterflies, or cute butterflies. It's so sweet. And then we've just got some, I don't know what you call this, scrunched up lace. I don't even know what you call it. So I think there's a proper name for it, but that's in there. Then there's this sort of like binding stuff. I think you used to have this like hanging on your clothing to hang it up. Before they used to put silk ribbons in, or satin ribbons, so that's really cool. That could be stamped on too. Then there's a couple of these little ones which are very pretty, and I don't have very narrow ones, so I'm running out of narrow ones, so that's really cool. And then this lovely little one here, which I absolutely adore. So cute, love it. Sorry, I've been through this pack, so it's a bit messy. Because I'm like a kid in a candy shop when I get a happy mail. Anyway, this one here is some sari silk, which is a gorgeous colour, and I don't have any of these long lengths. I've got a few little tiny bits like that, but not long lengths. I don't even know where to source it from, to be honest, but I do like sari silk, and I keep looking out for saris in op shops, but haven't found one yet. And this card is actually embossed. I don't know whether you can see it very well, but it's like a tree trunk, and it's very cool. It's on a corrugated cardboard. It's a heavy one, so that would be really good as a journal topper, I reckon. Even if I cut a wee bit off, I like that. I think that'll come in handy. Oh, this is what the special little tag was wrapped in. Some gorgeous seam binding ribbon. I love seam binding ribbon. I used to have a lot of this, but I've used a lot of it. I need to find a source to get the cream so I can dye it again, but isn't that gorgeous? Lovely, lovely colour. So this was what it was wrapped in, and I tried to savour as much as I could because I will use that. And it's just gorgeous colours again. I don't know whether she's inked it or it was came like that, but they're my colours, that's for sure. The teal and the brown, so all the greeny bits in brown, and this lovely flower. Now I have got a lot of flowers because I used to be a big scrapbooker. Even though I've only got a son, I haven't got a daughter. He had flowers all over his pages. It made him, I don't think he's very impressed, but anyway, so that's cool. And then there were these cute little things from Rosie Studios. And I haven't ever seen these before. I've seen puffer stickers, but they'll make cute little cards for someone, or if I'm doing a child's journal or something like that. Sorry, I'm late from the snail. I don't know whether you can see those very well. I feel absolutely spoilt by this package. This is a crocheted piece which you could use on the front cover of something. Very lovely. I can't crochet for peanuts, so when anybody sends me anything crocheted, I'm very grateful because I love it, but I haven't went to lessons and I still can't do it. Anyway, and then we got this lovely little pack here of all sorts of little trinkets and resin flowers, and I love this. This is the number, oopsie, 29 on a what do you call it? Bread, yeah. And a lovely little arrow. Sorry, it's all little arrow. I love that. I think that's cool. I've never seen one of those before. I've got a few of these. I think Tim Holtz bought some of those out at some stage. Little Christmas tree, some chain, and some more chain. I don't know whether that came with it. Little crystal, believe, little pine cone. That's cute. And what's this one? A little oopsie, it's a little handbag. Tea. Oh, it's a little tea bag. How cute is that? And that goes with that thing there. Travel. So those will be well and truly used. I love putting dangles and things on my journals. Sorry, I'll just put these to one side. I might put them back in the envelope actually before they go all over the floor. I've got people coming tomorrow from our group, from the Junk Journaling Collectors group. I've got a few ladies one from out of town and a new lady, so they're coming. We're having a craft day tomorrow, so that will be fun. So I've been making a folio, just about all weekend, cutting out bits for them, so it's an easy project to put together. Then there's this lovely cute wee envelope, which I'm trying not to rip, full with stamps and little tickets. I'd love to know where you get all these little tickets from. Okay, they're so cool. Guernsey. I've never seen anything like these. But they're cool. Workers Weekly. I think these are faux stamps. Don't think they're real. But made in the way. I'd love to know who they came from. And there's a few little letters. I don't know, from Tim Holtz maybe. Some little doilies and some more little cute flowers, so that's cool. I really was blown away when I opened this up. It was so exciting, and you know, I'm on a benefit. I've got a few health issues and I live alone, and when you get happy mail, it sort of makes you feel loved. It's lovely. It was a letter. Here's it, the wee letter. Isn't it cute? I won't show you what it says inside, but it's beautiful, so I always keep those. And isn't that a gorgeous wee owl? Thank you Jenny. Then there was this piece of paper. I don't know whether she printed this, but it's on lovely paper. I don't know what sort of paper this is, or whether it came in a in a pack or something, but it's really cool. And I love letterheads and this sort of thing. Very, very cool. And she sent me some Tim Holtz. What do you call it? I call it boo-boo tape because that's what Margaret 7 Plaza calls it. Faux sellotape. I have made some of this, but I made it with contact paper and it didn't stick. It doesn't. You have to glue it as well. But this is really cool. I like this. It's so thank you, because I haven't seen it in the flesh before, so that's really nice. I actually take one off and have a look, but it's that way. Oh no, I can't do it. Anyway, it's very cool. Thank you. Then there's this little piece of paper, which is very me, which is gorgeous. Is it? Oh, Anna Griffin. Yeah, I was going to say it was Anna Griffin. I might have scrapbooked with that somewhere along the line. And this very cool piece. Just cool, like that. I love a bit of bling. And these are very cool. These got little gold bits on them. I'm sorry if you can't see them very well. So they're sort of a dark blacky bronzy colour, a pink, cream and gold, and a more browny colour. They're from Rosie's Studio too. I didn't know that. Oh, cool. Never have too many of these. Love my letters. And then she's done these on vellum, which is really cool, and I'll certainly use those. That's very cool. Actually, I'm doing a, I know that sounds a bit creepy, but I'm actually doing a Halloween album that I started last year, so that could look like a wee ghost in the background. So, interesting. What you think of? Then there's these lovely papers. I don't know where these are from. Some lovely embossing paper. Oh, I didn't see that bit before. I didn't even notice that. Lovely fleur-de-lis on there. In a frame. Very cool papers. And I love using embossed papers. And then there's this frame here, which is very cool, and that would look really good on the front of a journal, which I haven't got in here because I just put them on my bookshelf. A wee doily, which is it's a nice plain one actually, which that will make a nice side tuck or something. Very nice. Some more scrapbook paper. It's cool on the back. And this is I don't know what you call this. It's velvet. Velvety feel anyway. Gorgeous rich colour. I just think that's gorgeous, little purpley red. It's very cute. Love that. And then there's this gorgeous tag that she made for Tanya Lee Designs. She sent me a few little bits and pieces. I think that's what's in here to make one myself. I don't even know whether I can figure out the mechanism, but when she put this up, I just thought that was so clever. And I just said to her, oh, could you do a tutorial? But she said, I'll do one better and I'll send you the card. So that will be treasured. And I would like to have got making one, but I just think it's gorgeous. That's so clever. She's happy 365, and it's just fabulous. I think that is such a good tag. That is such a nice gift for an Easter gift, with a wee basket of eggs or something. I love it. I can't stop playing with it. I'll probably wreck it. And last but not least, she sent me all these little bits and pieces in this little beautiful little bag. And I don't buy a lot of Christmas, but I have got a Christmas album that I am doing, and it's vintage, of course. And all these little scraps. I love things like this that people send because there's so much. Oh, look at that. She's gorgeous. She might be a Tim Holtz paper. I haven't seen that one before. And yeah, because everyone has different papers and different tag shapes and lovely little things. That is graphic 45. I know that because I just know graphic 45 paper. That's lovely. And these things, these are so cool. Love these library cards. I just feel so spoiled. Very, very spoiled. And that's lovely. It looks like oh no, it's not. It's printed, but it looks like it's hand painted. That's very cool. So all these little bits, Eiffel Tower, will be absolutely gobbled up and used in my, there's a wee envelope, used up in my projects because I love things like this. I'm very much into vintage, and like there's some, these are proper library cards, from when you used to look up the I don't even know what they're called now. I used to look up the reference. And then these are all the bunny bits that she's given me in a lovely vintage looking envelope. So that is wonderful. Thank you so much, Jenny. I really, really love what you do, and I absolutely adore everything you sent. And this tag, I have had so much fun with this, just playing with it and looking at every little detail. And I don't want to pull it to bits because I don't know quite how that mechanism works, but I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually, probably in the next 5 years. But I am going to put that on my wall. I love it. I think it's so cute. Thank you. So I went, I got a wee haul from Temu. I was going to show you something else, but I've put it away now. Sorry. So I got some index cards from Temu, which are always handy, and I don't have any index cards, so I thought they were quite cool. And I got these stamps. Now I think, I hate to say it, but I think these are knockoffs. I hadn't seen these stamps before, but they look too good to be a Temu thing. But I bought them. Yes, I know, bad girl for buying these, but honestly, they fit my budget, and yeah, I'm not sure if they were out of somebody's stamp collections, but I really like them. and I will get lots of use out of those. Very cool for tags, and oh, just even look top of the page. I think they're fabulous. So that's what I got from Temu. That was very exciting, was it? Then I went thrift shopping on the weekend, and I really wish I'd bought. We've got this place called the Worston Emporium, and they had this pair of clip-on earrings. They were $18, and I didn't have $18 on me, and they were of dancers. Oh my gosh, they were just gorgeous. Really, probably 1940s, 1930s era. They had mother of pearl, and they were just stunning. But I did buy these two buttons. These are $1 each, and they are coats of arms. And I thought, because they've got a little, they've got the shank on the back, they'd be really nice to have as closures, to wrap your ribbon around on your, can you see that very well? On your journals. So I thought that was cool. And I found this old buckle for $1 too. She had so many little trinkets. It was amazing what she had. And her prices went, they're not cheap, but they, I don't know, actually, the op shops seem to be expensive here too, but I thought that would be really nice with something on it, on a journal too. So I've been collecting little things. Then I went to a second-hand bookshop, and I got, it wasn't my favourite bookshop, it's next door to my favourite bookshop. It's just new there. It used to be at the back of by the same place of Worston Emporium. And I picked up this book, and I thought, oh, this is going to be good. But it's not gloss, it's just got, and it's been cut into, it's got gorgeous images. Look at that bunny rabbit, I love that. That you could make into, can you see all that? Sorry, some spider web. It reminded me a bit of Edith Holden. And yeah, he was in, this is 1980 that this was put out, this book. But yeah, they've taken quite a few pages out, so probably a crafter like me. Anyway, I got it for nothing in the end, because I didn't even notice that the pages were missing. I just flicked through, and I thought, I really like these sort of images. I love these images. And look at this wee cutie. Yeah, I just thought they were just stunning. Oops, missed one. He's painted all these, obviously. He's a wildlife artist. Only not somebody's taken some more out. Gosh, I didn't even notice. There's still plenty in there anyway. So I got this book. Oh, look at that. I got this book for zilch. Mind you, the guy knows me, and he knows, like, oh, there's some more missing there. They might have framed some. Whoever had this book. Anyway, oh yeah, another one gone. Beautiful images, and I was just wrapped to have what I got. So he knows me, this guy, because I'm always in the shops around there, and so that was nothing. And then I came across this, which is The Language of Flowers by Greenaway and Marsh. This is 1997, but it's matte, and I don't know, even that page would have been lovely, it hadn't been written on. But I just love the images in it. Look at this. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And these. Love them. Sorry. So there's some beautiful poems in here. Little bitty images, which would be good on a ticket or something. There's better images than these. But let me get into the flowers. Even the index pages are good. So it says, gather ye rosebuds while ye may, old time is still a-flying. Old time is still a-flying. The little images are so cute. It's called a bladder nut tree. That's a poppy, it looks like. Anyway, so lovely images in here. I even like these pages. I think they're cool. Yeah, I don't know, I fancied it. And I love flower books. Just love them. Even when I paint, I like painting flowers. So, yeah, very cool. I do a lot of abstract flowers, actually. I've got a huge painting on my lounge that I did, which is all flowers. So that was that. That was $5 for that lot. So I know that was a bit on the pricey side, but I don't mind. And then last but not least, I have finished a journal, and I have worked on this journal. And it was inspired by Jenny Martin, and I absolutely loved her flip-flop designs. And I've never made a flip-flop journal. I've made a concertina one. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. My camera's moving a bit. So I had a go. It took me a whole weekend, last weekend, and I should have filmed it, but I didn't. And so on the front is a little pocket and just a little tag there that I've made. I used the kit Sage of the Sky, I think it is. It's a Amity Bloom kit, and there's a few other bits and pieces in here as well. So then I've got my little acorn there. Can you see that? Little acorn. And sorry, that's that page. And then there's a little tag in here. It's all about doves. Sage of the Sky, I can't remember the name. So it's in blues and greens. And I've just put little butterflies here. And this is just part of the kit. It's nothing fabulous really, but it's just a little bit that's cut out. And I've just put one of my seals on there. That's just a crown. And this is an old 1913 ledger page, which I'm just about out of, which is making me cry because the writing on it is exquisite. Look at the writing, fabulous. Anyway, and I've just done some very minor sort of things. I quite like these sometimes when they're on the paper. Nothing fancy, but it just, and it's another crown. It's tea-dyed paper. This is a book dating back to the 1800s, which my friend Virginie sent me from France, and the font on that, the font is out of this world. It's beautiful, and I have a feeling it is in German, that one, but absolutely stunning. And just that's Joey Cardmaker there. Just a little bit of lace. And here's another one that she sent me, same era. I don't know what language that is. I'm assuming it might be Russian. Yeah, something like that. But gorgeous, another one from the 1800s. I didn't want to put anything on those pages because they were just gorgeous the way they are. And back to the kit, and then I just made a little plain journal card to go on there. I actually really enjoyed making this journal. It was fun trying to put it all together. I mean, yes, there is a bit of modern stuff in there. And then there's this page with Graceful written on it, and it's attached to another 1913 ledger sheet. And then I've made this little tag. That lace was from the lovely Tracy Jackson. I always remember where things come from. Well, I try to, but I love that. And there's a just plain again. And then the next one, it's made out of envelopes. 3 envelopes, I think. 3 or 4 envelopes. This journal. So I've just made these. But I haven't really embellished them, to be honest. Apart from, you know, the old paper clip or something. But I didn't feel the need to overdo it with these. Let's see. And on there, I don't know, I got that there, it must fall out. I need to trim that bit. But anyway, there's the paper. These are just some papers that I've had in my stash, and these are the Junk Journal Studio. I had an old book of the Anne of Green Gables, and I thought that went really well in here. You can journal on this. This is from 1953. And then this is one of the scrappy things I make. I usually sew around them, but I didn't for this particular one. And I've just put a little bit of embellishing on some of these from the kit, and my little butterflies that I've got I haven't got it here, Martha Stewart punch that has 3 little butterflies on it. It's from the kit. Another random piece of paper. This is my coffee dome. and I've just made a wee cluster there, and this is the other side of that scrappy bit, and I've just put some scraps from the kit to make it all tie in. So, and the Green Gables again. Then we've got a wee bee. Let's see, a wee bee on a bulb pin. I was going to cover that up, but I haven't. And just another plain tag and a little long pocket. And it flips out. You can find me in the sky. It's a lady with wings on. I love that. It's gorgeous. This is my faux tape here that I've made with contact paper and alcohol inks. And in here it's got another lady with her dove, and this is a vintage telegram piece that I had, which I was delighted to get. Should see if I've got my old wedding ones from my ex-husband and I got married. I don't know whether I kept them. Anyway, moving right along. This is another scrappy one that I've done. These are from a lady in, I think she's in Whanganui. She does stuff on Trade Me, and she does packs of vintage bits and pieces for about $15. Some of it's not that old, but I quite like this because it's from Canterbury. This is from my, I think it's from the same pack. This is from my friend in France, which perfectly matches this beautiful thing. This is from my friend in France. It's French music, which is lovely. Just a piece from the kit. Some more journal pages that you can journal on. Then there's this little piece of ephemera which I've just inked on the back and inked around the edges. And I've just put that in an uptuck. Vintage botanical journal book. Just some lovely flowers from, I think they're Roxy's, maybe Roxy Creations. Then we've got the other side. So it's South Canterbury. This is the, oopsie, it's got a bit bent. Anyway, let's see the next page. Then to be like a dove, there is another sky, ever serene and fair, where I will fly to feel the clouds. And there's just a wee journaling space there. I've stuck that one down. And then we go to this place, She Found Herself, which I think is absolutely stunning. I used to do ballet when I was younger. I was a bit of a fairy elephant, but yeah, anyway. I loved it. I love ballet. But yeah, it doesn't love me very much. Or it didn't. Anyway. And there's more from the kit and the Green Gables music. Just a few wee clips there. This is from the kit, and so is this. Just a little floating pocket. And yeah, had to put a bit of Edith in because I like Edith Holden. And I love these wee, what's June? Yeah, love these wee, what do you call them? Poems she puts in. It's another floating pocket, which I've made open the other way actually. But this is the light of the sky comes from you. Yeah, so there we go. It's another wee one. So there's plenty that you can still add to this. That's all stuck down on the music. And more kit. A bit more of the kit. And here we just have a little piece of the kit paper, sort of like a notelet, and I've actually printed on that twice. That was a mistake, but I actually quite like it. It's a bit weird, but I like it. Anyway, so that can go in there. And then we're back to the beginning. I love this. I think this is gorgeous. I'm very proud of this journal. Anyway, so that's me for today. I have just been doing lots of little things. I've got 5 women here tomorrow, including myself, and we are going to craft up a storm. We're all teaching each other one thing. And I've made a little folio, but I won't do a spoiler for that. And it's taken me all day to make it, but anyway, I've got it done. And yeah, so it'll be a lovely start to the week. So happy Mother's Day, everybody. Hope you've had a lovely day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.